fire burning north of Summerland is much less of a cause for concern compared to when it first sparked up on Monday evening. The Dark Creek wildfire remains just under 5 hectares in size and hasn't grown at all on Tuesday. Incident Commander Dale Bajora says there was aggressive fire behavior and trees candling when it first started, but today the blaze is mostly smoldering with no visible flame.
Went from about a half a hectare to 4 hectares in pretty short order. Fortunately, we were able to get a lot of resources on scene last night and kept them through the night. And because of that, this morning we were looking at a much different fire.
Bajora says crews were helped along by fortunate weather when the blaze broke out on Monday.
The winds were quite light. It was actually a cooler day yesterday. I would venture to guess if we were experiencing the same type of weather we were a week ago with those ultra hot temperatures, very low relative humidities, this would have been even a much more aggressive fire and very, very difficult to contain at its current size.
The Meadow Valley area north of Summerland was put under an evacuation alert on Monday evening shortly after the wildfire broke out, and this area was also under an alert about a month ago when the Mount Aeneas wildfire was burning nearby.
This is very challenging for people to have an alert twice within a month or so, and certainly it makes people more aware of the danger these wildfires pose in these interface zones, and certainly would like to think that people are taking them very seriously and preparing their homes, preparing their families in the event that an evacuation order does come, something we certainly hope doesn't have to happen.
A fire investigator was just arriving on Tuesday afternoon when Castanet was at the scene, and as of posting, the cause of the blaze is not yet known. For Castanet News, I'm Colton Davies near Summerland. A court-ordered eviction at a problem house in Penticton was carried out on Tuesday morning. A bailiff was at 377 Winnipeg Street to enforce the eviction. Bylaw and RCMP officers were also present while a moving company hauled out possessions. The bailiff cost $3,500 and was paid for by neighboring property owner Matt Taylor, who owns a small apartment building next door.
At the end of the day, we came to a situation where we felt that as a neighbor, direct involvement and bucking up some money was worth it.
Taylor says he's been working with the landlord of 377, Raj Randhawa, who has said he's committed to clean up the property. But Taylor says paying for the bailiff to evict the property shouldn't have been his responsibility.
With other landlords, it might not have been necessary. It probably wouldn't have been necessary. And no, it shouldn't be necessary, but from our perspective, it's a good investment for the safety of the community and the safety of the neighborhood and the safety of our building and our tenants.
Taylor praises the cooperation from city staff and RCMP during the process. He says it's important for residents to support the city's efforts to deal with vagrancy, such as a recent memo that the party is over.
Penticton does have a bit of a reputation as accepting this kind of lifestyle, and if we're going to change that, I think the community needs to show its city council and city staff that that's the direction they want to go.
For Castanet News, I'm Colton Davies. Communities along the Similkameen River are bracing for the worst as the river continues to rise at an alarming pace. The water level has increased by 4.5 feet in the past 7 days, which has caused major issues in some places. The Lower Similkameen Indian Band declared a state of emergency and evacuated 2 homes as this began to happen. In less than 48 hours, several properties have turned into lakes. Chopaka Road, where I'm standing, is the only road that connects the reserve to the rest of the region, and this is usually only a very small stream that flows under this bridge. There's concern that the bridge might have been damaged by debris flowing in the last 2 days.
The emergency plan that if the small bridge would go is that we would have to evacuate people out of the states. We do have a road that connects down. It is blocked up, but we'd have to work out an agreement with the U.S. side to get our people out, because it would be the only way to get out.
Crow says Argo and the Ministry of Transportation are monitoring the bridge every 6 hours. Further upstream, runoff from the mighty Similkameen is threatening many areas, including this section of Highway 3 near Headley. The nearby Riverside RV Park has been told by the regional district to get ready for a potential evacuation.
We're basically this close to being evacuated because the river is supposed to crest at 1972 levels, which if that happens is going to be halfway up that bank.
With some rain still in the forecast this week, weather experts are expecting water levels in the river to peak on Friday. For Castanet News, I'm Colton Davies.